Coming up on your Friday news update, the latest winter storm moves towards destruction, and Toyota has announced another major recall. Stay with us on VUTV. Thanks for joining me. I'm Brett Edwards. The Northeast is now receiving the brunt of a massive winter storm that hit the South earlier this week. The Northeast is bracing for yet another round of snow, with as much as 15 inches of snow predicted. This same storm has been blamed for at least 10 deaths across several states, from Texas to Virginia. It also caused more than 700,000 people to lose power in 14 states and the District of Columbia. Forecasters say the storm may bring the biggest winter blast this season to the Northeast. Over a week into the Sochi Olympics, the world has marveled at the Olympic venue. Russia poured billions into the preparation for the Sochi Olympics. However, there's a forgotten territory nearby barely touched by the world media. CNN's Nick Peyton Walsh paid a visit to Abkhazia.
Drive south from the flame, out of Russia, through tight border security, and you enter a mountainous idyll that time forgot. This is Abkhazia, land of the soul. A jewel from an era past, the Soviet glory Vladimir Putin wants his games to revive.
It really is quite a beautiful environment, almost like a lost world of Soviet, even Tsarist era architecture, abandoned, completely overgrown, in need of years of repair, but absolutely stunning.
But Abkhazia is swimming against the current. Almost everyone apart from Russia says Abkhazia isn't a country by itself, but instead part of neighbouring Georgia. That means it can't send teams to the Olympics and is hugely reliant on Moscow. In fact, Fran, who, back when the Soviet Union collapsed, fought a war to keep Abkhazia out of Georgia, says tight security and cost means he can't even go and watch the nearby games. Abkhazia has kept the pace of a Soviet utopia. Advertising is sparse. Lunch still gets its own hour. The globalized world is far, far away. Here, it's as if Miley Cyrus never happened. Its Soviet grandeur still lies ruined after the fierce war with Georgia 22 years ago, but Abkhazia is today's problem too. In the game's opening ceremony, Russia showed a map of Georgia that hid Abkhazia under a cloud. The scars are fresh. Russia fought Georgia in 2008 over another disputed region and won. Abkhazia's president is in no doubt who has his back. Today he says we have a very strong guarantee there won't be war. Our borders are guarded with Russian forces. We don't advise anyone to go down the path to war. Peace here is a sort of paralysis. Abkhazia's pseudo-independence means depending a lot on Russia and not being recognized or helped by the rest of the world. Its ruins of a Soviet Riviera are frozen in time, so near but so far from the modern dreams fueling Putin's games. Nick Peyton Walsh, CNN, Abkhazia.
Toyota has announced another major recall of over 2.1 million models already sold. The Japanese automaker is recalling all Prius models sold between 2010 and 2014. Toyota says that there is a software problem that can cause the Prius to shut down while it's being driven. They also recall the 2012 RAV4 and the 2012 and 2013 Tacoma and Lexus RX 350 models to address a separate issue. Former TV personality Paula Deen may be making a comeback. Deen has created a new company centered around her Southern cuisine, Paula Deen Ventures. It is launching less than a year after she lost her long-standing TV contract and many sponsors over allegations of racial slurs. Her new company includes restaurants, cuisines, cookbooks, and other Deen-related products. Deen is partnering with Najafi Media, a Phoenix-based company which specializes in consumer distribution. Najafi is betting on Deen's loyal fanbase to put her back on top. Today is Valentine's Day, and what does that mean? Shelling out an amazing amount of money on chocolates, stuffed animals, and especially jewelry. Men will especially go to great lengths to get their significant other a flashy piece of jewelry to express their love to someone. Karen Kafa gets expert tips for buying Valentine's Day bling.
Diamonds, pearls, and a Valentine's gold rush. Of the $17.3 billion Americans will spend on Valentine's Day gifts, nearly $4 billion will be spent on jewelry. That's according to the National Retail Federation, and it means a big boost for stores.
It's an awesome time for the jewelry business. It's one of the most exciting times. We get the guys that come in, they're happy in love, coming in for their significant other.
Valentine's Day will be popular for proposals, which means many will purchase diamonds. Keep in mind the old cut, color, clarity, and carat mantra. Do some homework before going into the store and be able to give a salesperson a budget. Purchase through a trustworthy jeweler and be wary of places that offer deals that seem too good to be true. Purchasing insurance can help avoid heartache later on if that jewelry is lost or stolen.
We offer an insurance appraisal with every item that we sell. Then we give information to whether you want to get it insured under your homeowners. We document everything and we can walk you through that process.
Check the coverage under your existing homeowners or renters insurance. You may not need to purchase a separate jewelry policy. And if Cupid's gift doesn't hit the mark, well, jewelers can be an understanding bunch.
We're not in the business to, break hearts, especially on Valentine's Day. So if she doesn't like it, come back in and we'll make it right for sure.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
That'll wrap it up for your Friday news update. To stay up to date on all news, weather, and sports, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at VUTV. I'm Brett Edwards. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend, Valpo.